this video, I'm going to talk about volume automation, and in a way, it's a way of introducing effect automation. So the same technique can be applied for effects, which we'll look at more throughout the course. But I want to start with volume automation, and it will help to allow us to gradually change volumes for different clips and scenes without the user really noticing, so that the transition from one clip to the next or from one scene to the next is nice and smooth. And to the listener, it sounds all natural, but the soundscape is always changing and remaining interesting for the listener. And as well, when we're applying different volume changes, we want to keep it so that the scenes flow nicely from one to the next. And so we have to make sure that the relative volumes for all clips and tracks are are balanced and close to each other so that these changes are smooth. And it can take a long time to get the settings right so all the instruments sound nicely next to each other. So it's something you probably want to start early while you're arranging your song, trying to figure out where the pieces fit. And it's something that you would normally iterate on while you're building that song. I'm going to start with this scene as an example. It's quite loud, but it's really where the song is starting to crest and really to be fully built up before I take this a break, lower the volumes down, and start playing another section of the song. So it's good that it's peaking, and ideally you want it to peak at 0 but not exceed that. I'm actually finding this scene to be a little too loud relative to my voice, so for this demonstration I'll lower the volume down a little bit. So I'll do that by adjusting the master volume just so that I can still hear all of the clips playing relative to each other the way that they're supposed to sound, but hopefully while I'm describing what's happening, my voice will carry over that. So when I look at the level meters here, I see that a couple of these sounds are peaking a little bit higher. This one seems to be a bit high, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to manually adjust the clip volume. And you could do this for any clip, and it's probably something you'll want to do for all of your clips as you're iterating through the building of your song to make sure that they're sounding nice relative to the one before and the one after. And so here you double click on the clip that you want to work on and you choose envelopes. And to adjust volume, you choose the automation tab. So we're envelopes, automation, and then you have to choose mixer in this drop down and then track volume here. And so here you have the ability to raise or lower the volume. I think maybe I want to lower it just a little bit. It's going to only lower if you have a section highlighted. Whoops. It's going to only lower the section that you have highlighted. So if I want to lower the entire section, I can highlight it all. Or if you don't have these markers in here, you can just go underneath, and when the line is highlighted, it will lower or raise the line as you choose. So I'm just going to lower it down a little bit. Or if I want, I could raise it up. So either or, I have that ability to make adjustments. You can make a gradual rise. Of course, decline. You have the ability, if you right click, to add a shape, and you can adjust the markers accordingly. And then if you press the option key, you'll get this little bend appearing above the cursor. You can then change the curve as well if you want. So you have quite a bit of options for automating volumes, and these changes could be made for any type of effect that you're applying, reverb, delay, all kinds. And you can always do that in your envelopes area. You choose the control that contains the effect that you want to adjust, and then you make sure you choose that effect, and you can make the change accordingly. Adjusting volume or any other effect parameter in the arrangement view is a little bit different, but basically the same as the session view. So in this case, when you're in arrangement view, to view automation, you go to view and then you choose automation mode. Or you could just use the letter A to toggle back and forth between seeing the automation and not. And here you choose the device that contains the effect that you want to adjust. And then in the second drop down for the track, you can then choose the parameter that you want to adjust dynamically. And then here you can still adjust and shape the parameter line however you want, similar to the session view. That's really the basics for effect and volume automation. And keep in mind, try to start working on your automation early so you have good smooth sounding transitions from one clip and scene to the next. And so all of the clips and tracks sound nice with each other. It takes a while to get it right, and people do it differently, but I like to iterate on that as I go and try to polish that sound as I go rather than saving up for the end when it doesn't always work out, and it's more risky to leave a lot of automation work to the end. So try to get the levels proper early on, and that will help you later. Thank you for watching.